Yo, what's up everyone? This is Lodge with the App Lifestyle, the place where the world is in the palm of your hands. In this video, we're going to be talking about something that Uber Eats is doing, which is throwing more promotions out there, specifically more quests. I see more quests than anything else, but they've been throwing different types of quests out and not all of them are favorable. So I feel like we should touch bases about exactly how to figure out if a quest is favorable for you or not. So if you've been driving for Uber Eats recently, you probably know that they've been putting out a lot of promotions. In my personal opinion, I think this is in response to get some of the market share from drivers back, because the changes they made to the app over the past, I'll say maybe a year or two, have been unfavorable to say the least. Like, they revealed the dropout point finally, but then they decreased rates and stuff like that. Drivers have kind of gotten fed up and they've been driving for their competition. On top of that, their competition, and I'm just going to mainly say DoorDash, they IPO'd recently, so they've been putting a lot of budget into driver acquisition, and Uber Eats knows that. So they're kind of responding by putting some budget themselves into more incentives for drivers. This goes for Uber Eats as well as UberX, but if you have a dual account like me, obviously any deliveries that you do for Uber Eats count towards those quests, but they've been sending quests to Uber Eats only accounts too. So there's two types of quests I've been seeing. I've been seeing a consecutive trip quest and then just a standard quest. And we're gonna go over both of them right now. First, the consecutive trip quest. Now, as you see on the screen, this is an example of what this looks like. Most of the time it's confined to a particular area of your market. And the catch is, hey, we're gonna give you a quest once you do a certain amount of trips. It's usually 3. So once you do 3 trips, we're gonna give you like $11 or $9.50 or whatever. But the catches are, you can't log off the app for any reason, you can't decline a trip, and you also can't cancel a trip. Now, to cancel, as far as I know, basically means you can't reassign the trip. Now, if you go somewhere and wait your allotted time of 8 minutes and the customer doesn't come, you have to cancel that way, that should be fine. But if, let's say you're at a restaurant and you're waiting there for 10 minutes, you get kind of tired of waiting and then you cancel, that's reassigning the order. Then that would break the chain and you had to start over. So you might have been 2 out of the 3 trips necessary for you to get that little bonus, and that breaks that chain. These quests are garbage. I don't even consider them an option. Like, when they pop up, I'm just like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The reason why is I just gave a good reason. What if you're waiting at a restaurant and it's taking too long? You gotta weigh how much that trip is worth, and sometimes it's not gonna be worth it. But now you're being forced to sit there and wait because of this quest. It still may not be worth it. The second problem with this type of quest is you can't decline any orders. So they send you some from across the city, which we know they will do. Well, you gotta take that if you wanna get that quest bonus. Does that sound appealing? No. I mean, just in mileage alone, you'd be losing out on money with the quest included. And the final reason is the way Uber Eats is set up now, you'll get a delivery request while you're finishing your trip up. But the drop-off point is not revealed. It doesn't show the full map and where the drop-off is going to be. So you're taking a gamble on where's the drop-off on that trip. And let's say you take it and it takes you somewhere you don't want to go. Most people just decline those, like, oh, I'm just going to decline it. If you're not going to show me the drop-off, then I'm not going to play the lottery like we used to. That breaks the chain. You see how many rules there are to breaking these quest chains? In my opinion, I can't even call them overrated. They're just garbage. They might as well not exist for me. Maybe I'll just happen to hit 3 in a row and things work out smoothly. But if it doesn't, I'm fine with that. Let's talk about the better and much more superior and original quest. Now, the original quest is you just do a standard amount of trips as long as it's in your overall metroplex. Now, Uber Eats has been throwing quite a few of these out, and they're actually pretty good. So a few weeks ago, I posted one where they gave an extra $40 just for doing 3 deliveries. And doing the math, that's about $13.33 per delivery that you're getting on top of whatever Uber Eats is paying you normally. So that was a pretty good deal, a very good deal. And a little while back, I got one for $100 for 3 deliveries. But just because this quest is superior to the other one, that doesn't mean you should automatically roll with it. you should always do the math to see if it's going to actually be worth it based on where you are in your city and what you're dealing with. So just go back to the advanced UberEats course where we cover this, because those fundamentals are still in play. So how do you do that is you take the amount of deliveries that you got to do, and then you take the amount of money that they're offering. The amount of money that they're offering just divided by the amount of deliveries that you're doing, that's going to give you a number. Add that on top of every trip that you're doing, assuming that you're going to be going for that quest. Now, does that sound appealing? If it sounds appealing, maybe that's something to give a try. If it doesn't, then maybe you should just ignore the quest in terms of going after it. Now, you might still hit it just by accident or the way things go. That's fine, but it might not be worth actually moving your strategies around just to get it. I'll give you an example. See the quest on the screen here, which is currently active? $30 for 30 trips. Doing the math, that's an extra $1 per trip. That's not exactly worth going out there and hustling for. If it happens, cool, but if it doesn't, that's cool too. I'm not gonna move things around just to make an extra $1 per delivery. See how I'm doing the math and analyzing the situation? So this is what you want to do with these quests, because they're gonna start throwing these quests out here more frequently because they gotta get market share back from DoorDash. But that doesn't mean they're going to always be good for you. You need to do the math and make sure it lines up on your end before you get excited and really go out there to tackle these quests. And if you do that, there could be quite a bit of money in it for you. And if there's not that much money in it for you, don't put the added stress on yourself to try and go after it if it's not necessarily worth it. Just make sure you do the math. That does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I drop another video. I'll catch you in the next one. Be safe, be profitable.